Please, with due respect, I must have to beg. It's not that hard to tell the truth. There's Christian genocide. People like Sheikh Gumi, from saying that Muslims are being killed, Christians are being killed, now they are trying to deny the corpses of people that died.
And I have actually seen videos, Rufai, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you on this one, about the coffins. I have seen open coffins of entire family members, babies, all Christians, being buried.
It has now shown that it's a propaganda people are trying to play. Yeah. But you see, in life, you will be judged by what you did. And we should be careful. Sheikh Gumi, in his propagandish nature, is now saying that these killings never happened. By saying that some of the coffins, or by saying that somebody sent him a message that some of the coffins are not what? That you don't have people in them. He's not going to deny the fact that we're going to say it again. And they might not like it. I don't want to be popular. I want to stand in justice. At all times. There's Christian genocide in Nigeria, and please, let's find a way to solve it. Let's not do this propaganda. Let's not pitch people against each other. And let's not deny the killings and the pains of Christians. We have to say things the way they are so that the government will solve this problem. The first approach the government took showed that they wanted to go the line of changing the narrative, which was wrong. Nobody's saying anything to spite anybody. We are speaking the truth so that we can get action.
Yes, absolutely.
And Sheikh Gumi saying this, he's very bad and insightful.
Really insightful.
And I'm shocked that Sheikh Gumi is saying this. Nobody's talking back at him.
Really?
Government is not saying anything. We are just looking.
All right.
It's not fair.
This is unfair, Dr. Bati, really unfair. I mean, I'd like to emphasize the point again that Professor Wole Soyinka made. You weren't here when we took the story where he talked about the fact that the people that are killing the Christians are Islamist extremists. They are not the regular Muslims, they are jihadists. And we have heard this over and over again. Unfortunately, I can't take your comment. I'd like to take this story so we can take, our milestone as well. But, we'll continue to follow up on the story and, we would expect some more sympathy from the federal government of Nigeria regarding this very, very sensitive issue.
Sincerely speaking, the mere fact that we are even arguing about whether there are killings in Nigeria or not is very worrisome. Honestly, it is extremely worrisome. How did we reach a point in this country where the reality of death, violence, and insecurity has become something people now debate as if it's a theory? What exactly is Sheikh Gumi trying to protect, if I may ask? What is he standing on, and on whose side is he really speaking? Is he saying that Nigerians are not being killed on a daily basis by terrorists? Let's be honest, the argument should not be about what Trump called it or what any foreign leader labeled it. That is a complete distraction. The real argument, the real issue on the table is that Nigerians are dying every single day at the hands of terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, and armed groups. And those terrorists should be dealt with decisively, whether they are Christians or Muslims. Simple. There is no need to twist it. There is no need to sugarcoat it. Wrong is wrong, and killing innocent people is wrong. All over the country, from the north to the south, there are cases of terrorist attacks on innocent Nigerians, Christians and Muslims alike. So who exactly is Gumi trying to deceive? Is he denying this reality? Are we supposed to pretend that mass burials did not happen? Are we supposed to pretend that communities were not attacked? Are we supposed to pretend people were not slaughtered, displaced, kidnapped, and forced to flee from their ancestral lands? Look at states like Benue and several others. Entire villages were emptied. People were chased away from the lands their great-grandparents farmed on. Families were wiped out. Some communities have been living in IDP camps for years. These are facts. These are realities backed by videos, pictures, government reports, and even international records. So what exactly is Gumi denying? What is he trying to rewrite? Many of the mass burials were even conducted by government officials. These things were not rumors. They were not social media propaganda. They were official government events. Governors were there. Security agencies were there. In fact, Tinubu himself, as president, traveled to Benue during one of those tragic incidents to condole with the victims. So is Gumi saying all of that was staged? Is that what Gumi wants Nigerians to believe? It is this type of insincerity that makes the conversation around insecurity more frustrating. Instead of coming together as a country to tackle terrorism, some people are busy defending what should never be defended. When the lives of Nigerians are being cut short daily, the last thing anyone should be doing is playing tribal, ethnic, or religious politics with it. Innocent people are innocent people, whether Christian or Muslim, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Tiv, Jukun, or anyone else. Sincerely speaking, I think Gumi needs to be called to order, just like Rufai Oseni said. At this point, it is becoming too much. The constant defense, the constant justification, the constant shielding, it is exhausting. What exactly are we even debating? Do we need to argue about whether innocent Nigerians are dying? Do we need to argue about whether terrorism is real? Do we need to argue about whether people have been displaced? This is not politics. This is not about winning an argument. This is about human lives. Fathers, mothers, children, elderly people, all being killed senselessly. Every day in Nigeria, Christians and Muslims alike are being attacked. Every day, families are mourning. Every day, communities are living in fear. And the federal government has a responsibility, a constitutional responsibility, to stop these killings. The job of the government is to protect lives, not to debate whether those lives are worth protecting. Anybody, and I repeat, anybody who is against stopping the killings of Nigerians, whether Christians or Muslims, is not a good person, period. Anyone making excuses for terrorists is part of the problem. Anyone shifting the conversation away from the real issue is part of the problem. The focus should be on ending terrorism, catching those responsible, prosecuting them, and restoring peace to every corner of Nigeria. So, instead of arguing over terminology, instead of dragging over what someone said or didn't say, the energy should be channeled towards saving lives. The only conversation that matters is how to stop the bloodshed, how to ensure that farmers can go back to their farms, how to ensure that children can return to school without fear, how to ensure that communities no longer sleep with one eye open. That is the real issue.